Hey guys, hope you're well. This is, I think, a pretty long overdue video, to be honest. I've been requested for a very long time to launch some communities and places for like-minded people to be able to hang out. You know, subscribers of my channel wanted a place to kind of congregate and collaborate together. And I finally found the right tool to do this. So I'm very pleased to announce I'll be launching two communities. One community specifically for OnlyFans management, which is of course marketing automation, growth, management of the agency, building a team, recruiting a team, managing that team, and so on. And then one for automation, Notion, life setup, productivity, basically everything else that I talk about on this channel that isn't related to OnlyFans management. I've been making videos long before I got into OFM. So about 40% of my audience are kind of people who are just interested in the like automation, entrepreneurship, marketing side of things. The communities are both hosted on Skool, which is a platform built by Sam Ovens and Alex Hormozi. I'm a fan and consumer of their content. And then I actually had a play around with the platform. It was actually recommended to me by someone, and I just had a play around with the platform, and it becomes a no-brainer. The platform offers like all of the functionality that you would see in like a course platform in terms of videos, documents, SOPs, and so on, writing out instructions and everything there. But it just goes levels beyond that. I know that we have like the Telegram group, but it's simply, Telegram is a messaging application and it offers like groups and kind of channels and so on, but it's not specifically designed for community management, for building of community, whereas Skool is. But the biggest selling point, in my opinion, the thing that kind of is making me make this transition, well, in fact, it makes complete sense for a number of reasons. Number one, the initial investment is far, far lower for the customer. So rather than needing to pay, $500, $1,000, or thousands of dollars for a course, you're now just paying like $50 per month or something. Like, it is a far lower initial commitment, let's say, in order to kind of get started. But the biggest reason for me is it changes the whole incentivization structure for the creator, that is. With a course, for example, the creator publishes a course and like I update mine once per year with new strategies and kind of things that we've learned, but some people don't even do that and they're not updated at all. Whereas with this, and the reason for that, I'm not like blaming the creator, by the way, is because there's no incentivization to do so. Whereas when you change to this new model, the creator is fully and absolutely incentivized to be releasing a constant flow of new information, of valuable new information for all members of that community. Otherwise, the customer just simply will cancel their subscription, because if they join in the first month, if there's no further updates or new information being added, like you have the community and the people there themselves, which I guess is value in a sense, but a lot of people need like more and more up-to-date information, particularly in a landscape like OF, which is kind of ever evolving. Almost like monthly there's something new or something changing, and so on. And so now the creator is like fully incentivized to do that. In order for people to keep paying, the creator needs to keep delivering constant value and more, like a lot more value than the subscription cost every single month. So if the subscription is $50 per month, the creator needs to be delivering like 10x that amount of value in order for it to be an incentive for someone to remain a part of the community. Whereas with like a traditional course structure, it's like a fixed fee, and there's really no incentive for the creator to kind of keep updating the course, especially not every single week, which is why we see most course creators, the way that they would choose to do that is through upsells. But I'm personally not the biggest fan of upsells like that. Also, the general structure of Skool is also far better. So it works on a system similar to Reddit Karma, where basically active members of the community, people who are contributing to the community, I should say, are actively rewarded. So it's not like, it works the same as upvote. So it's not like if you're just replying to comments saying like, replying to posts saying like, great post. That is not activity. You want to get likes and engagement on your post. And the best way to do that within these communities is by bringing value. So if I'm giving strategies to people and then someone implements that strategy and is able to share some things that they learned with that strategy as well, and it gets 10 upvotes, let's say, they can reach a new level within the community, like level 2, level 3, level 4, which is based on up to like, I think it's level 12. Based on like the contributions to the community, and based on that you can unlock like specific perks. For example, exclusive strategies. We're also looking at running like smaller, like I'm looking at doing bi-weekly calls for the whole community, but then also for the active participants of the community for doing like smaller, I guess more like intimate calls. And you can also unlock like different areas of the course, like higher level content, based on your activity and contribution level. So people are incentivized and actively rewarded for being an active contributor to the community, which again makes it really interesting. Of course, things like that just aren't really possible within Telegram. And then there's also a plugin which gives you a map. So if I put my location on my profile, you can choose to fill it out or you can choose not to. But it can basically put all of the community members onto a map, so that you're able to like find people in your local area, connect, network, whatever, do like in-person meetups for people that are in like that are solving the same problems that you are, which I also think is incredibly valuable. So already the OF community has like 180 members in it, and just to give you an example, I've been publishing about 2 to 3 videos per day in the community at the moment, again because of the like incentivization structure, just works much better for the creator. The creator is now incentivized to constantly publish content, to continue delivering value. We've also built out like a mobile application. It's available on desktop as well, on browser as well, with like Reels trend finders, TikTok trend finders, Twitter and Threads. And I'm also currently improving a dashboard where you're basically able to invite models. So this is available on the mobile app or again through like the SaaS application, where you'll be able to track all models' accounts, their Reels accounts, TikTok accounts, posts that they've done per day, engagement per day, engagement rate, highest performing posts, and then you can get like an email with like a daily summary of all the activity of your creators just sent to you, and it also gives you their highest performing content. It can also be sent directly to the creator, suggesting them to keep recreating content similar to this, as it's already driving results. That's all included like within the community. It's not a separate upsell or a separate subscription. Like I'm trying to build a like one-stop shop, as we would say, where everything that you need is kind of available, and this is all stuff that we've like built out and have been using ourselves for a long time now. But on top of that, I've also shared how you can actually build this stuff out yourself. So if you prefer to manage this within Airtable and build your own automations, it's all there with exact instructions on how to do that, walkthroughs of building it in front of you, building out the Airtable structure, building out the automations and so on. The mobile app is more there for people who aren't interested in building out the automations and just want to focus on the like model management side of things. People who want like more control over the workflows, essentially. Next, onto the automation community. So as I mentioned, this one is like really long overdue, and I probably should have done this 4 or 5 years ago. As much as it's called the automation community, this is basically for everything that I talk about on my channel that is non-OF related. So all my other interests, Notion, automation, productivity, workflows, programming, mindset, entrepreneurship as a whole, running businesses, tax setup, travel and like kind of travel hacks, and just anything not related to OF that I kind of talk about and that I'm interested in, that will be where that is hosted. So I've been asked for a long time for my Notion template, so I'll be giving that away with along with an entire walkthrough of the different databases, how everything actually comes together and interacts with each other. In my Make account, I've got over 1,300 automations that I've built over the years, and that's not even all of them, because I've actually cleaned out that list of automations a couple of times. But I'm going to go through the most interesting ones, some of the most interesting ones. When I say some of them, I mean 100 plus of them, giving an overview of how we've actually applied automation over the last kind of 5 years or so. And it's not kind of basic, simple things that of how to change something in Excel and so on. These are real world automations I have used in real businesses and used to build and scale real businesses across the years. These are the automations that have enabled us to scale. Things from team management, tracking, systems, everything that we have kind of used that I feel is valuable to be shared. I will completely walk through templates, Airtable database, workflows that I use for optimizing my own life, and going through with templates to those as well. But of course, I do encourage you to actually build it yourself rather than just following the template, as the most value comes is when you actually acquire the skill of being able to build automations, but also being able to spot opportunities for automation. So opportunities within your business where you know that is something that you can actually automate. That is where the real kind of superpower comes from. So the purpose of walking through all these automations that I've built before is to kind of get inspiration to see what is actually possible to automate. What do we actually automate in real world businesses? In my Notion system, I've also got a knowledge vault that contains my learnings on about 30 different subjects. So psychology, business, there's things on particular sayings and phrases and quotes that I've collected over the years. There's all types of stuff. So it's all of my notes from basically different books that I've read, and I've taken the key highlights, and then they're categorized into different knowledge topics. So it has my kind of highest level thinking on all of these different subjects, sharing those as well. There's also a mindset document that I shared before that people were very interested in, that I read every day to kind of try to program my mind to operate in a particular way. And again, I just think this is just incredibly valuable, even to give the automation course, for example, or to give these resources to members of your teams, so that all of your organization has an understanding of automation. Again, I just think that you're unlocking superpowers within your business. Even if you didn't do the whole organization, but for example, management has then a technical understanding and are able to look for opportunities to automate for you within your business, be it in team management or setting up new strategies. Again, automation can kind of plug in and be applied anywhere. We also go over a lot of different tools that I use for automation, so it's not just limited to Make, but there are about 4 different platforms that we use actively for building out automations, and they each kind of have their own pros and cons and fit within specific different areas. And then the other massive benefit is for the technical questions. So I think just community is going to work so well for this, that people are able to share things with each other, to support each other on how different integrations can come together with new APIs and tools that they have discovered that they've integrated into their workflows. Again, this is all just stuff that I have uncovered and built myself that I am sharing. But if we have hundreds of people within this community, all of them as well, integrating these things and learning how to build automations and contributing as well, 100 minds is far better than one. And as well, the Skool Maps plugin as well. So as I mentioned, you're able to see on the map all of the other people in the community as well, and connect with people within your local area as well. People solving similar challenges to you are, I do also believe, is incredibly valuable. So genuinely, I'm very excited about this. Honestly, after seeing these platforms for myself, like I said, I was recommended them, and I was just kind of sitting down there, playing around with them, not expecting it to really go anywhere. but it just instantly clicked for me that this is the best move to make, particularly in terms of like moving away from courses. I truly, truly believe this is going to be, or if not already is, and we're kind of witnessing it happening, the future of online education. Courses often get like a very bad rep for a number of different reasons, and I really feel that this structure of consuming information and networking with people in this way solves a lot of the problems that courses kind of suffer from. And as well, with the changes, as I mentioned, to the like incentivization structure for the creator delivers a lot more value and a lot more consistent value, which I think is a much better place to operate from. So that is my reason for kind of making this transition over. As always, I'll put the links below, and yeah, this is something that I'm kind of actively working on at the moment. So I'm uploading new content every single day into both of these communities to kind of set them up, and then I will be moving into more like weekly uploads. And we're also we've got a community manager in there as well, so also very open to feedback in terms of things that people would like to see, like specifically for the communities, whether it's things like doing community calls on a regular basis. Very open to everything like that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and hope to see you on the other side.